Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Comically Offensive podcast. This is episode 13.
Hey.
I am...
Hello.
What the fuck, Jacob? I'm trying to introduce people.
Do it better.
This is Jacob.
Heyo.
We have Jen.
Hello.
And me, Austin. Jacob should have gone last because he interrupted.
Oh.
But how is everyone today? I know we definitely haven't been talking for like an hour before we decided to hit record.
Yeah, definitely not.
Good.
I'm tired.
Same.
To be fair, I only really regret not getting one of those conversations on.
Yeah. We had some good conversation before the podcast.
Yeah, it was lots of dumb.
Yeah.
Yeah. You didn't miss anything, guys. It was
Living
just,
that
it was just us
post-grad
being
life.
morons.
My brain is fried just from not... Well, it's not fried. I'm just living that post-grad life. So my brain's just like, we don't have to do anything. And I'm like, okay.
She has pregnant brain.
Oh my lord.
All right, Jen. Did you want to start us off with a question
Well,
on this fine
first,
day?
I would like to make a disclaimer that I am not pregnant.
Oh, yeah.
She is.
I feel like that's an important
She hasn't
one.
announced it yet.
I'll
not a question, Jen.
believe it when I see it.
And we'll have a story going into that. But for the question for this episode, I came up with this a few weeks ago. If you had an obscene amount of money and you could spend it impulsively, as in, like, you know, if I got an obscene amount of money, I would probably realistically spend it. Like, unrealistically, what would you spend it on?
I kind of feel like I would just do the same thing I do now, where I spend too much money on, like, comics and movies and games and all that stuff. But then they would just be like times 10.
Yeah, that sounds
First
about
thing
right.
I would buy would be the $25K original Jurassic Park toy line collection they're currently selling on eBay. That would be the first purchase I make.
Yeah.
And then the next, I would obviously, assuming this is an obscenely large amount of money that I really don't have to worry too much about. I'd probably just start living like fucking like the Trump lifestyle.
Oh boy.
Just like everything's fucking gold.
Oh my god.
Eating McDonald's every day.
Like yeah, I would. Everything in my household would be made of like solid gold, platinum, quartz shit, and then I'd go downstairs and eat fucking Pop-Tarts.
Yeah.
This episode is sponsored by Strawberry Milkshake Pop-Tarts.
gosh.
Please DM
See,
us.
I feel like one of the things I would do, it's kind of like a responsible thing to do, but I'm not doing it because I want to do it as a career. I would do it just because I want to have fun with it. But I feel like I would just start producing movies left and right. And be like, hey, that's a good idea. I want to see that get made.
I'd probably do that too, actually.
Yeah.
I would just live like the most extravagantly just like expensive lifestyle I can.
Yeah.
Like,
I was talking about...
I had a conversation about this with just a group of just like my friends.
You mean we're not your friends?
About like,
Oh.
I mean other friends. I have friends that aren't you. Yes.
You have other friends?
Yeah. One
Loser.
thing we did talk about before we were recording the episode is how about Jen and Jacob both don't have lives. No, but I had the conversation with my friends about whatchamacallit, about like living just really extravagantly.
Mm-hmm.
And like I don't really understand why. I guess just some people ain't about that, but just like my friends are both like, I couldn't do it. They're like like living like where everything's gold and shit. Like that would just be my way to go.
Yeah. I'd probably buy a nice place for myself, decorate it how I want it, and then I would get a bunch of Samoyeds. I'd probably get like 3 or 4, and they would be my babies. And I would also get a personal chef to just cook all my meals, because I really love food, and I really love cooking, but sometimes you just want to like eat something without cooking it yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'd probably get like a personal chef, and I would also buy a pair of Christian Louboutins because I tried on one of their pumps, one of their pairs of pumps once, like the black, the simple black pumps, and
Pumped
they are
up
legitimately like
kicks.
some of the most comfortable shoes, or the comfortable shoes of that height that I have
Yeah.
worn, and I would just, spend the money on it.
I'd probably get someone to wash dishes for me.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
Now that now that you said it, fucking personal chef is the correct answer because I probably brought it up in like probably like episode 3. We just talked about food the entire time. Like I really don't like food, which is kind of a segue into the story I wanted to tell.
Hmm.
Um, which I'll get to in a bit. Yeah, but I'm genuinely not a fan of food. Like good food for me, I like it's a plus. Like I eat to live. Like I could legitimately just like fucking eat McDonald's and
Pop
just
Tarts.
garbage all day.
Yeah.
The reason I made the Pop Tarts joke earlier is because for the past 3 days I've eaten almost nothing but strawberry milkshake Pop Tarts.
Wow.
Ugh,
Um,
I can't do that. Like
I think
I have
it's
yeah, like
dedication.
I have a sweet tooth, but it's like if I eat a full meal of just sweets, it's like, that's enough.
Yeah.
see, it's like it's not dedication. It's just that I'm a disgusting fuck.
Yeah, that's true.
Um, but like yeah, I'm not really like a fan of food, and food's legitimately it's the one thing I don't have patience for. Like I'll stand in line at like an amusement park for 2 hours for a 30-second ride, but I'm not gonna wait 20 minutes to sit down and eat.
Yeah.
I'm kind of the opposite way sometimes. It's like sometimes I'll just want to cook something, but then I don't want to eat it.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, I'm the same way. It's like you
Yeah,
spent all this time cooking this damn meal and you spent all this energy on it, and then like you're just like, I don't want to eat
I don't really
this.
care.
It's not that it tastes bad, but it's just like, uh,
It's like, all right, that was fun. I'll
yeah.
go do something else now.
That's what I have Legos for.
I'd never really had Legos growing up.
I fucking loved Legos, dude.
My brother did, but I was not allowed to play with them. And then he
This is for
donated them
boys.
before I ever got a chance to play with them, and I'm still bitter about that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna buy you some Legos next time we see each other.
Oh, big spender over
Jen.
here. Lego are expensive.
They are.
They
They're
are
so
expensive.
expensive.
It's ridiculous.
I mean, I'm not gonna buy you a big set. Don't get me wrong, but I'm gonna buy you some Legos.
Get one of the Star Wars ones that cost like $400.
See, I won't do that.
You give it to Jen. Sorry, I like Star Trek.
Oh my god. Also, building Legos, it's like a pain in the ass too. We got like this little
Yeah.
Lego set for this kid that we're like I don't know, he's like my sort of nephew but not. But we got this Lego set for him and I had to help him build it because he had no idea how to build it himself. He's 5 and he's like too young to like follow the instructions and build it himself, and he's also really high
Hmm.
energy, so he just doesn't have the patience or focus for it. And like it was a pain in the ass because like I built most of it, and then I was like, wait, I put this in the wrong goddamn place. Now I have to disassemble the whole thing to and reassemble it, and it was just like, ugh. Like
How
I mean,
about
I
just getting it right the first time?
I shut the
Ooh.
fuck up. I enjoyed it. It was fun, but like if you make a mistake like that, you're just like, and like the building it, it's really not, you know, for a kid of a certain age because you got to do it yourself.
Yeah. I I don't really like care for the like building what the thing on the box is. Like I'd rather just build my own thing that I come up with.
Yeah.
They sell boxes like that, like they used to, and they recently
Hmm.
brought them back to where it's just like just a random tub of assorted bricks.
Yeah, I have one of those. And it's fun to
Those are the
just
way to
build
go
shit.
if you don't want to get any. Yeah, those are
Yeah.
the way to go if you don't like want to build anything in particular. Because
Hmm.
especially nowadays, like 80% of the sets are incredibly like streamlined into being exactly what they're like produced to be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like a lot of the bricks like are very specialty bricks. And like I don't really have a problem with that, but it does take away from like the create anything sort of idea unless you like have a bunch of different sets. So I
Yeah.
do like that they brought back those like just tubs of assorted bricks just to like
Yeah,
There's no instructions, just go to fucking town, dude.
that's a nice idea.
So going back to the story about my food,
Yes.
I had a very interesting excursion with my friends. It happened on Friday. Um, so me it was me and three of my friends. We'll call them Marco, Lexi, and Kevin because those are their real names.
I was gonna say
Um, yeah,
We'll call
and
them by their real
Bexy.
names.
yeah, and we get out of school and we decided like a couple days earlier that we're gonna go get sushi. There's a sushi place like right next to my house, and we're like, let's just grab like at least Lexi. I think also Marco had never tried it, and like it was their first time trying sushi, and they're like, we just want to try sushi, blah blah. And I'm like, all right, I'll go with you guys. And I even told them before, I was like, I don't really want to get anything. I'm just gonna pick off whatever you guys get, and then pitch into like the final bill or whatever. And they're like, all right. We're in the car at the bank getting money, and then Lexi's like, so what are you gonna get? I'm like, I'm not gonna get anything. I was like, I'm just gonna pick off what you guys get. And she goes, I'm gonna make you get something. And I was like, no, don't. I was like, I'm not gonna eat it. I was like, I'm really not that hungry. I had a really big breakfast this morning. I'm not gonna eat whatever you get me.
So many Pop-Tarts.
Yeah, I was about
Yeah.
to say the same thing. He had like he ate a whole pack of Pop-Tarts.
I did not eat any Pop-Tarts that morning.
Wow.
But no, I was basically, I was like, I'm not gonna eat it. Don't fucking get me sushi. She was like, I'm gonna buy you sushi, and I was like, you motherfucker, you better not. And then, they get back in from the bank, and we're all talking, and then, Lexi's like, yeah, we're just gonna get like the $60 like platter, and I was like, what the fuck? And there's like, what's up? And I was like, it's $60, and they're like, yeah, they're like, it's got everything, and I was like, it's your first time trying sushi, like, what if you don't like it? And they're like, eh.
Wait, how many
Oh,
people
boy.
was it again?
No,
I
How
think it
many
was
people
three,
were
it was
right?
there?
four.
Four.
Okay. So it's not hugely
There was
expensive.
three of my
like,
friends plus me.
Yeah. It could be a lot worse for sushi per person.
Yeah.
Except she was hell bent on paying for it all.
Well, that's not as
Um,
bad. I mean, unless she doesn't have a lot of money, I'd be like, oh, well, it's your money.
I mean, she's always complaining. That's my thing. She's always complaining about not having money, and she's always like, "Oh my god, I can't wait till the next page check so I can get these like $20 pair of pants." And I'm like,
Nice.
"Lexi, it's $20," and she's like, "Yeah, I don't got that though." And then like, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna drop $60 on sushi I haven't even tried yet."
Oh my god.
But anyways, I'm like, "That's gonna be big. You guys aren't gonna like it. Like on the off chance you don't like it, it's gonna be a bunch of like wasted sushi." And she's like, "Whatever." And we get there, we sit down, we're talking about what we're gonna order, and I'm like, I don't want to order anything. She's like, pick from this list, or I'm just gonna order for you. I'm like, fine. And I pick something from the list. The waitress comes over. She's like asking us what we're all getting, unless he goes, I'll have the, and then says whatever the hell the $60 platter's called.
Oh my god.
And the waitress sort of just like looks and she goes, that's for, and like gestures towards like everybody. And I used that moment, and thank God I did, to go, I'll just eat that with you guys. Because, like, Lexi and Marco were planning to share that.
Yeah.
And I was like, I'll just eat that with you guys. Don't make me get something. They're like, all right, fine. And then Kevin ordered his own plate of noodles.
Oh boy.
And then we're talking for a while. And, like, we basically just sort of, just hanging out before the food gets there. And then Kevin gets his plate of noodles first. Granted, this was after everyone had also gotten soup and salad.
Mm-hmm.
And then Kevin gets his plate of noodles, and it's I'd say like the plate's just maybe under a foot in diameter, and it's not like one of those like Olive Garden plates where it's like only the middle has food. It's got food on the whole fucking thing.
Wow.
And then like Kevin's eating, he's like, "There's a lot of fucking noodles."
Oh my fucking
And
god.
I turned to Lexi and Marco. I go, "That's for just him. What the fuck do you think you're gonna get?"
Oh my god.
And then it was like that was the point that they sort of went quiet and they sort of realized that what was about to happen. despite like the 3 or 4 warnings they had beforehand,
And you don't eat
including the
leftover
one,
sushi.
including the one by the waitress of the establishment we went to.
You eat it at
Um,
midnight later that night.
Oh my god.
um, but yeah, like we're waiting, and it comes out, and I shit you not, they bring it out. I'll put a picture in the link dump. I don't have one right now. It's on my phone.
Mm-hmm.
It's in a fucking 2 foot long wooden boat that they served us this sushi
Oh
in.
my god.
Uh, I don't know if Jen saw it, but Jacob saw it on my
Yeah.
Snapchat.
Yeah, I saw it. I was saying, oh yeah, you should send me some sushi or I'll fly over there.
I do remember that. Yes, no, you've jogged my memory. But like, we get that, and then everyone's just like, Kevin starts laughing, and I'm just like disappointed, and then Lexi and Marco are just quiet. And then like the second, like the waitress is explaining like what each type of fish is on there, and like the second she leaves, I'm like, I told you so. I fucking told you so. Look what you've done now. What are we gonna do about this? And they're like, uh, 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 and then we basically all put on our Snapchat stories. We're like, does anyone want some sushi? Please come help us.
Oh my god.
Um, and collectively we ate like maybe like a fourth of it.
It's not bad.
That's probably an overstatement. But it didn't go to waste. We did take it to like other people in to-go boxes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Moral of the story is that even though most of the time I'm pretty dumb, I understand some basic facts about life.
Yeah.
And sometimes it pays to listen to me.
Sometimes.
Sometimes, very rarely, yes. And then, in the end, I asked him how it was. It was okay.
Oh my god. Well, it probably wasn't as good because they were rushing to get like all that sushi out.
I mean, I've had sushi before, and it wasn't any better or worse than that.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
you're
Like, I
also
did,
eating sushi
again,
in
tick off of it.
Texas.
Yeehaw.
Like,
I mean, we border the water.
but does the part where you live border the water?
Maybe like 2 hours out.
It's like a decent amount.
To be fair, 2 hours out is like a regular drive for Texas. I don't know
Yeah.
about you guys.
Yeah.
Like, if I look out, well, it's dark, so. But if I were to look out my window, I would literally see water. You know, that's
like,
how close I am.
Austin
To
and
my
I live in big boy
sushi.
states.
yeah, for Texas, anything less than an hour is in town, and then,
Yeah.
Well, where I live,
anything
it's
more,
also
anything more than that is like a day trip.
yeah. Where I live, I do live in a pretty big city in my state, so it's like not like I definitely know what it's like. You can drive an hour and you could still be where I live, and it's just like great. And then it takes like, but it would take me 3 hours to get to where I went to school, which really isn't that bad because it's like
Mhm.
all the way up in the northern part of the state. So
Yeah, I think if you drive from the very top of California to the very bottom, it's like 14 or 15 hours or something.
yeah, California's a long boy.
Yeah.
I was literally about to say the same thing. God damn it, Jen.
Virginia's not bad, but to get from the bottom of Virginia to the top of Virginia, if you go via the eastern shore, it can take like 3 hours, which isn't that bad
Mhm.
to get to Maryland. But then you're still in Maryland on the eastern shore. But to get from like Virginia to Maryland, if you're driving up 95, it could take like, I don't know, it takes like depending on traffic, it should realistically take 3 hours, but with traffic, it takes about like 4 or 5, which isn't
Mhm.
bad, but it's a lot of Virginia. So
It's a lot
another
of
thing
fish.
we wanted to talk about, bringing it back to what Jacob
it
mentioned
back
at the
to you.
beginning of the episode. Earlier today, my dad sent
You're
me.
pregnant.
No. Earlier today, my dad sent me a picture from this website that he looks at where they were talking about what the best English breakfast tea was. And I was like, damn it, now I really want some fucking tea. And so I'm looking at all this tea, and I go to a tea website, and they have this tea that's like something Aphrodite tea, and I'm like, oh, cool, that sounds nice. I look at the description. It's got like raspberry leaves and like I like raspberries. It's got rose hips in it. I like rose hips. It's got lemon balm. That sounds like it works really well with it. And then I look at it and it says for expectant mothers. And for some reason that just doesn't process in my brain that that's like a pregnancy tea. And it's caffeine free, which is I really, I go for caffeine free teas cuz caffeine just messes me up a little bit. So I buy it, I get 3 samples, which is really exciting. And then I look up raspberry leaf because I'm like, what's with the whole like expectant mothers thing? Like what is that? And it turns out that women who are pregnant drink raspberry leaf tea because it apparently makes labor easier. And I'm like, oh, I did buy pregnancy tea. But it legitimately
I don't,
looked really good, like something I would buy.
and that's fine. I'm sure you can drink it without any ill effects.
Oh yeah,
But
I'll
like,
be fine.
I just don't know how you don't understand that for expectant or upcoming mothers doesn't mean pregnancy tea.
I
So what I'm hearing is that we're getting another fan.
no. Like, and then I will, just say I am not pregnant. There's no way I could possibly be pregnant. And I am excited for this
Loser.
tea. Raspberry leaf brews like a black tea, but without the caffeine. And that is something that I really like because I really like strongly brewed teas, but I don't like the caffeine. And decaf teas are always just a little bit weaker, and it's, harder to find some of the teas I like in decaf. So I'm excited for that. But
You
yeah,
sound like
so
you sound like less of a goddamn dweeb if you were pregnant.
yeah, I know. I just really like tea, you guys. And I really like
I
Greek mythology and Aphrodite's cool. I've literally got a blanket on my bed that's pink with hearts on it. So I was like, "Ooh, goddess of love, it's almost Valentine's Day. I'll try this. I'll try this this Aphrodite tea, whatever." And for some reason in my head, expectant mothers, I thought, "Oh, people that were like or like soon to be mothers." I was like, "Oh, people that are
Yeah,
like
that's what it
trying."
means. People that are soon to be mothers.
I was, for some reason, my brain was like people that are trying to get pregnant, and that's not even bad. That's worse. I was just like, damn it.
Jen.
So is Aphrodite who you're gonna play when we start playing Smite?
Is that like a thing you can do?
All of the characters in Smite are gods. That's the point of the game.
I didn't know that. So maybe I'll see what her stats are.
She's basically Mercy, but she can attack.
Oh,
She has like no health though.
I like more melee stuff.
Yeah,
Play as Ymir and build the wall.
that's true. They talked about making a Trump skin for Ymir, and they still haven't done it. They like released concept art and everything, and I'm mad.
They got a phone call from Secret Service that was like, yeah, don't.
It'd be fucking funny.
Trump plays Dota.
Oh my
He
god.
would. Piece of shit game.
Mhm.
There goes their Dota sponsorship.
Yeah, I tried playing it and I was like awful at it, and I was like, what is the point of this?
I fucking love Smite, but I fucking hated Dota.
My brother's really into that stuff, and I'm just like, nope.
I'm not huge on the genre.
I used to like I did this with Gary's Mod and Smite specifically, where I would basically there were like I had like one summer, maybe 2 summers from probably like 1.5 for Gary's Mod, where I would just go home
Hmm.
and play that every day. I'd play Trouble in Terrace Town, and then for Smite, like I easily had like 2 summers in a row, and then just like throughout the year as well, where
Yeah.
I would I would just go home and that would be all I did, just me and my friends.
I did
Yeah.
that in Minecraft for like 4 years.
God damn. Here's the thing. The only reason I'd say you're insane for doing that is because was it unmodded Minecraft the entire time?
Well, I started playing Minecraft back in like super early beta.
Oh wow.
Was it unmodded?
Yeah.
You're fucking insane.
I mean,
That's
I like
crazy
playing
talk.
unmodded Minecraft.
Like
I
I
played
play
modded
unmodded
Minecraft when
Minecraft
it
too.
started coming out more.
I'll play unmodded Minecraft to an extent. Like I'll basically because unmodded Minecraft honestly like you get to the like you finish it in like a day and then you're done. Like what else is there to do?
Well, this was also before there was like end stuff. So there wasn't actually an end to Minecraft.
Yeah,
Oh,
We're
so
exactly.
you're
So
we're
you
just
just
putting
just
blocks everywhere.
so you
yeah.
just play, and your goal is to just kind of build shit and find shit and build more shit and mine shit.
Hmm.
Yeah, I generally prefer when I'm doing unmodded just to go like creative mode.
Yeah,
Just like build
that's what
Yeah.
I
stuff.
would do. Is I would go on creative and I would just build shit.
We had a server like Jacob had like a realm server that we played on for a little
Oh
while,
yeah,
That
Jan's Jungle.
and
oh
then
man.
it included a broken down castle,
Yeah.
a basically like a basically like ritual altar, a dinosaur skeleton, a like it was basically like a temple that I sort of modeled off of like Nanda Parbat, and then a giant Godzilla, a giant hole in the ground, and a massive swastika.
Oh my god.
Those were the main attractions
we
in the
won't
Minecraft world.
we won't name any names to who built what.
I'll just say that I surprisingly didn't build the swastika.
Oh wow.
Yeah, that wasn't me. It was just the Godzilla and the dinosaur statue, and
Yeah.
then the other stuff that I built. There was also me and Jacob had like a weird, like horrifying. I don't even know what to call it. It was just cows hanging from like
Oh
blocks
yeah.
suspended in the sky.
Yeah. Didn't we like
We just
spell
sort of
something out with it or something?
we might have.
I feel like I remember
I don't.
us. What was it?
It was probably just like
Something
either
dumb.
like it was probably just either a dumb word or just a slur.
It was probably like I eat ass or something.
I assume it was just like fuck.
Didn't you build like a
Yeah.
giant anus?
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that.
Did you?
That was on the chat fam world.
Oh, the chat fan world.
Oh.
Okay, I was like,
Yeah. For a certain other community we're all part of.
yeah.
I fucking hell. I built a very big cage inside Jacob's Minecraft world. No, I built like a sort of like I remember it was like I don't fucking know. It was like a cage, but it had like the hazard like tape around it. It's pretty cool looking, but I don't know why I made it.
Yeah, I have my own little Minecraft server where I have I'm building. This is something that I mainly do if I'm like flying and I'm on like a long flight, or if I'm somewhere where they don't have Wi-Fi and
Mhm.
I, have nothing better to do. So I have what is it? I'm building a pig racing stadium. I think it's called Edgar Downs.
Yeah.
And I'm also going to build like a southern town, like it's gonna have like a
Surprisingly also called Edgar Downs.
I forget what I think it's gonna be called Edgerton.
Hmm.
And so it's gonna have like
We're
the
a long
first
way from
bank of
Texas.
Edgerton and a bunch of stuff like that.
You need to have just like one grandfather pig that you breed the rest of them from. So it's like super inbred.
Have you guys seen the the long way from Texas video?
Maybe.
Easily one of my favorite videos on the internet.
Yeah.
We can put it in the link dump. I would do it injustice to just describe it. So yeah, I'm not gonna bother. It's such a fucking good video. It's basically like 6 seconds long. It's like a vine. I don't know if it's an
Yeah.
actual vine, but such a fucking funny video. I feel that happens a lot. Like 80% of the time that I like reference something, I'll try and describe it, mess it up horribly, and then it's just not funny whenever the person actually watches it.
Mm-hmm. Or you're like watching it over their shoulder and they're just like, yeah, that was okay, I guess.
No, like I rarely ever have that, except for like one particular friend who hates memes. I'm not gonna call anybody out.
Connor.
No.
No, it's one of my IRL friends, but I rarely have that. Usually I'll find stuff that'll make people laugh, but whenever I like try to describe something like, oh yeah, I saw this video, blah blah blah, this is what happened, and then I show it to them, they're like, Like I always do stuff injustice whenever I try to like describe it well, and I just always fuck it up. I need to stop doing that.
I feel that. It'll be in the link dump.
Yeah, that's all I'm saying. Like I'm not even gonna try. I'm just gonna put it in the link dump. Then people can discover it themselves.
The beloved link dump.
But
By the
no.
way, Jacob, I'm
Yo.
gonna tell you right now. Are you editing this one?
Yep.
A, thank you because I've got quite a bit of stuff to do this week. B, my connection keeps sort of going fucking wonky, and like I can hear you guys, but sometimes I'm not sure if you guys can hear me or
Yeah,
vice versa.
you've been going in and out, and I'm like, is that my thing?
Yeah,
Or,
I usually
like,
just
breathing here?
don't mention it
I'm
because
being
your recording's
I'm
probably
being
fine.
totally honest. Like I'm pretending that I'm not, so you can
Yeah.
probably cut this part out.
I'm losing
But
like
I'm
single
just letting
words.
you know right now. Yeah, I'm just pretending that I'm not going
Mhm.
out whenever I just stop hearing you guys, but then just like
I feel like you don't really have to try that hard to pretend you're not going out.
Oh,
well, I mean, not with anybody, but I mean, like on the weekend I have plans.
on the weekends, my dad comes into town, and he's usually just like, all right, we're gonna do this. And so I wait for him to come to the
Mhm.
house to do said thing. And then he never shows up. And I'm like, I set aside this time. I've been waiting here, and you do not show up. And no.
He's just going to get some milk from the store, I swear.
Yeah, I know, right?
Yeah.
He's like, oh
Every
yeah,
weekend he
doing
goes to get
this.
cigarettes.
Yeah.
I'll call him and he'll be like, oh yeah, I'm doing this. And I'm like, I've been waiting for you for a fucking hour. And he's like, oh, sorry. And I'm like, yeah, been waiting for you for a
Oh.
fucking hour. Of course you're sorry.
Damn straight you better fucking be.
Yeah, I don't fuck around.
Did he get pregnant to piss him off?
God, no.
Yeah, that was her whole motive behind it.
Yeah. Just leaving clues around the house.
Fuck you, Dad. I do what I want.
Gonna have myself a baby. Oh my gosh. So last night, for some
Uh-oh.
reason,
You got pregnant.
no,
Yeah,
I got
I don't
stuck
like
in
this
my
transition.
head. Do you guys remember that stupid movie that was about the guy that wins the lottery?
No.
It came out in like 2009 maybe, and it's just like I just got this one specific moment from the trailer stuck in my head, and all the fucking stupid pregnant stuff reminds me of it. There's this girl in the trailer, and the guy's like, I just won the lottery. The girl just goes, I want to have your baby. And I just have that stuck in my fucking head, and I don't know why.
I have no idea what
Alright.
movie you're talking about.
Neither do I. It doesn't sound good though.
Yeah.
It was definitely an awful movie. I just looked it up. It's called Lottery Ticket. It came out in 2010. It has 4.9 stars out of 10. That's a surprisingly
Nice.
high amount. But you guys should definitely watch the trailer because the movie is awful.
I feel like it would be
Okay.
like an Adam Sandler movie or something.
Even I think Adam Sandler wouldn't want to be attached
Holy
to
shit,
this.
that poster looks like garbage too.
Yeah.
Everything about that just looks bad.
Yep. In the trailer, just like
Ugh. Gross. So,
Well, then.
speaking of garbage, I've been trying to work towards my goal for this year for gamer score. I think I said I wanted to get like 75,000 this year
Yeah.
or something. And so I've been playing so many garbage games lately, just trying to get that grind going. And it's, what is it, the 29th today? Yeah,
yeah.
It is.
of January. And so far I've earned 11,330 gamer score.
It's pretty
You're
good.
on the right track.
I think I'm gonna do it. But man, there are some of these games it's just like, why am I doing this? I don't
Is
want
there achievements for a Smite on Xbox?
Probably. I think so. I
If they're
haven't
the
played
same
it.
as the Steam achievements, I'd recommend never touching those.
I don't think I've played it since it was in beta on Xbox.
The achievements for that game are just like basically
Oh wait, I have
Like-
an achievement in that game.
get good at literally every character.
Yeah. What?
Because there's like character specific achievements and it's a nightmare.
What achievements do I have in Smite?
I don't know. What have you achieved in Smite?
Get the killing blow on an enemy god without taking damage from them.
That's a fun one.
Yeah. I
That
only
either
like
means you actually did good or you fucking kill stole.
probably the second. Bless you.
Bless you. Bless you.
Jeez,
Thanks.
Jen.
I don't know why we're saying bless you. We're probably going to cut that.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
was like, are they gonna edit that out?
Just cut that in general, Jacob.
Now I'll just bass boost it.
Oh my god.
Oh, you know, my friend's car has like really strong bass, and you know what song we played?
What's up?
All about the
We
bass?
played. No, we played Big
Jesus.
Enough with the Screaming
Oh,
Cowboy.
hell yeah.
Oh my god.
Like Kieran J.
That
Callahan.
one's great.
We also played Pumped Up Kicks
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
and Africa by Toto. And that's all I
Yes.
remember.
Good choices. Smite on the Xbox One has 3,560 gamer score.
Damn.
That's
Don't be
ridiculous.
tempted. Those
I kinda wanna
achievements
see
are
how many
hard
I
as
can get.
dicks.
And it's like, I might as well.
You could probably get a handful of them, but if you're going for completion, you might as well just not.
Yeah.
Because some of like Smite's the issue I have with the achievements is some of them are super situational.
Mm-hmm.
Like some matches, like you'll walk in and get 5 achievements. Some you'll go in trying like attempting to get one,
Yeah.
and it'll be literally impossible. Considering the other people, like the opponent's builds. And stuff.
I'm kind of used to that though, with
Like one of the
how
achievements
often I go for achievements.
Yeah, one of the achievements I remember specifically just being really surprised I got
Mm-hmm.
is because like I said, I'm not sure about on the Xbox, but on the PC there's character specific achievements,
Yeah.
and the character I main is Kukulkan, and then again very situational. One of his achievements is get a 1-hit kill with his ult when the enemy's at full health.
Jeez.
And literally, I remember the exact time I got that achievement. It was when an enemy team was doing really good against us, but they had like, one of the characters was a glass cannon, and basically I saw all of them coming at us. I used my ult and I ran, and then I just got an achievement.
Nice.
I was like, oh, never thought I'd get that achievement.
Some of the achievements I've been going for lately is Roblox stuff. Because
There's
that game,
fucking achievements in Roblox.
yeah,
Oh my
you
God.
know it.
What?
You gotta give,
But-
little
Some
kids
example.
those achievements. They have to get started somehow.
Yeah. The two I'm going for right now, you have to play. One of them is you have to play Roblox 10 days in a row, and the other one you have to play it 20 days in a row.
That's stupid achievements.
Yeah. It's a kid game. What do you expect?
Is there anything like better than that? Is there anything cooler?
I hope there's an achievement to get a girlfriend.
Yeah, get your first Roblox girlfriend.
Yeah, none of the achievements in this game are very good. It's like play in a party with friends. Stuff like that.
I've talked about that. We should do like a Roblox Let's Play where it's like first to get a Roblox girlfriend wins.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
It could be like 2 hours or it
I
could
don't-
be 8 seconds.
Oh
Yeah, I
my
don't want to
God.
get arrested though.
True.
I mean, what's wrong with that? You're not actually dating.
I'm a girl. Would I have an easier or a harder time with that?
I don't know.
I don't know.
You could. Oh,
There are
shit,
probably
no.
like specific gay
No, you'd have to get
Roblox
we'd have to
servers.
even the playing field. You'd have to get a Roblox girlfriend too, because you could easily
Yeah.
be someone else's
No,
Roblox girlfriend.
see what
no.
Jen could do is she could go to the jail game mode and then just have some orange is the new black type stuff.
Pretend to be a dude. Just be, here goes.
Yeah.
Looking for a
I
girlfriend.
mean, you don't have voice chat over Roblox, Jen. What are you doing?
Oh, never mind. I don't know. Shows what I know.
Yeah, come on, Jen.
What fucking loser doesn't know all about Roblox?
There are a ton of games that I have in my library I haven't even started yet though.
Oh, same.
Like Resident Evil 4 and 5, Evil Within. Because I bought a ton during the last October sale. I just bought like 10 horror games.
Yeah, I'm the exact same way, specifically on horror games, but I've got like 200 games in my Steam library.
Hmm.
like
Yeah.
total, not just horror games.
I have
Um,
my
like
total
250.
Xbox games right now is 297.
Yeah, I've got like 250-ish,
Yeah.
maybe a little more. Um,
Someday I'll
Mainly
get
because
around to them.
yeah, I want to get to my horror games as like a series or something.
Yeah.
Like maybe on my personal channel, maybe on here. Let us know in the comments where you want it. I'll put it there. Magic Bow Wow.
Yeah. Hopefully we'll have some gameplay stuff coming out soon.
Yeah.
Yeah, we keep talking about doing gameplays, then we don't really get too far with
After
them.
last season, coming soon.
We just happen to be like really busy.
Yeah.
Yeah, hopefully we can put again, like Jacob said, put us in soon.
hmm
Like I mentioned earlier, if the secret recording date coming up doesn't work out, then we could just do a gameplay that day.
Yeah.
I mean, we could say what the day is and it would still be a secret because nobody listened.
Yeah.
That's true. We'll get 4 views and it'll be us looking to see that our video came up.
Yeah.
Oh shit, guys, remember we said the other... I guess we haven't started that. Remember we talked about doing shorter episodes?
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
That's true.
Oops.
Well,
Well, we are. I think we're gonna edit this one.
Yeah,
one's
this
gonna
one
have some stuff
this
edited
one's
out.
gonna have some editing done to it.
To be fair, like, we can keep going on this one, or we can stop, I don't fucking care. Because we really didn't talk about doing something shorter, so...
Yeah. That's another thing. If you guys want shorter, longer, whatever type episodes, just say something. You know?
Yeah, please talk to us. We're lonely.
Yeah. You know, I'm living that post-grad jobless life right now.
Jen's pregnant. She needs
Oh
friends
my
when the
god.
baby comes.
I need people to give me gifts at my baby shower.
But
But
I'm
for
gonna
real
give you
though,
some
pregnancy with me would just be a terrifying thing. We were talking about this earlier. It would just straight up look like somebody shoved a basketball under my shirt. Because
maybe that's the only way you can gain weight, Jen.
I used to
That's
do
true.
corral,
Eat the baby.
and there was this girl in corral who was about as
God.
like naturally skinny as I was, and she was pregnant, and it just looked like somebody shoved a ball under her shirt, and
Ugh.
it was like it just looked ridiculous. It was like it looked so fake, but she was actually pregnant.
That's weird.
Pregnancy, man,
Well.
it's weird.
So much
Yeah.
for trying to bulk up by getting pregnant.
Oh my god. And those ladies that stay like really bulked up when they're pregnant,
I mean-
that's weird. That's creepy. I've seen
So
pictures
like,
of that, and it's like, ooh.
like, let's just say hypothetically, if you got pregnant and then had an abortion at some point during the pregnancy, your body would take a while to catch up that it didn't need the supplements to feed the baby, right? So you could gain weight like that,
I don't know how
Jacob!
that works.
right?
I'm not gonna I don't think I'm gonna do that.
Jacob!
I'm just saying
I
hypothetically.
think there are better ways to gain weight.
Jacob, hypothetically, what the fuck?
It would probably work.
Hypothetically.
Scientists.
You know,
At me.
Jacob's got to make sure he keeps that reputation as the most fucked up one here, and he's
That's true,
successfully
you're-
doing it.
You're
Good
not
job.
helping what happened last episode.
Might
Good
as
job,
well lean into it. See, the nice thing is it's all hypothetical. We don't actually
Yeah,
have to do that.
It's hypothetical.
Although I kind of want to look into that now.
I mean, there is such a thing as a hysterical pregnancy, but
Is that
Is
what
that when you
this
think you're
podcast
pregnant but you're
is?
not?
yeah, that's when you think you're pregnant, but you're not, and your body starts exhibiting some pregnancy symptoms because,
Is that?
like, your body gets convinced that it's pregnant too.
hmm
But yeah, that's a thing,
So it's like a workaround where you don't need the abortion.
I guess.
Jacob.
On
Next
a-
episode's just going to be an intervention.
On a lighter note, there was actually a panda that pretended to be pregnant so it could get more food.
I heard about that, yeah.
It's like,
Crafty little bastard.
shout out to that panda. And I was like thinking the other day, I was like, pandas legitimately just wouldn't be alive anymore.
They don't. No,
If we
they
hadn't
really don't.
interfered, like they just don't even want to have sex with each other. They're like, no.
Pandas have given up more than like our current
They're
generation.
probably on 4chan too.
Yeah,
Pandas are just pleading us to let them go extinct.
exactly. And in our Connors corner for this week,
Pandas.
we have that the Grammys got the lowest ratings last night. Like this Grammys was the lowest rated ones, and honestly, I'm okay with that because the Grammys don't respect rock and roll.
Yeah.
Jacob posted a joke in the chat. I'm not gonna read it. Moving on.
Don't even like that place.
It's all right.
It's not good.
I live literally like a 5-minute walk or run from one.
Oh,
I used to like
dang.
their like orange chicken bowls or whatever back in middle school.
Yeah,
Like I bet if I looked out my window right now, I could see Panda Express.
do it.
I'm not going to. I'm
Do
laying
it. Take a
down.
picture.
Wait, do you really live that close to a Panda Express?
Yes.
Oh my god, send a Snapchat. I want to see.
I mean, I will if you remind me when we're done recording and I get up.
I will. I'm gonna make risotto for dinner. I'm so excited. I'm so hungry.
I'm gonna have turkey and meatballs for dinner.
Ooh.
I'm gonna have strawberry milkshake Pop
Oh
Tarts.
my god. When you live that
How-
close to a Panda Express.
How many did you buy,
Yeah.
Austin?
I bought 2 packets and they were the big packs.
Oh, nice.
Oh, okay.
It's not terrible.
You
I'm
need
gonna
to
get
just
more,
buy them
though.
in bulk.
Oh, I'd do that. Dead ass. Do they sell them at Sam's Club?
Probably.
Costco? I would fucking absolutely. No, you know what? I wouldn't do that because then I'd get overwhelmed by them all and then stop eating them.
Yeah, that happens.
Gotta space yourself out.
Yeah. I just have to get like maybe like 2 packs at a time and then I can like
Rest in
comprehend.
peace.
Never forget.
Are you guys excited for the Super Bowl?
I'm excited for the 2 Jurassic World TV spots that'll
Bum,
be
bum,
aired.
bum, bum.
Ba-da-dun, da-da-dun.
I mean, I used to be excited about the Super Bowl when we would go to Super Bowl parties and I just eat a ton of food that I didn't have to make, but
Yeah.
realistically this year, I'm probably not going to go to a Super Bowl party. I'm probably just going to be... My dad's probably going to leave
Pregnant
on
alone
Saturday.
in your room.
Yeah, I'm honest. Minus the pregnant part, I would probably just be, alone in my room. So, honestly, not really.
We can host like a virtual Super Bowl party.
Actually, that would be
We-
fun. We should do that.
We can play football in Roblox.
You know, or we could just
Or
all
I
hop
also
Minecraft.
on
can do like a rabbit cast.
Discord
Yeah.
and we
Like a
could,
Super
we could
Bowl.
do... Oh, yeah, let's do that.
Can
I would
we bet?
honestly... That would be fun. I would do that.
That'd be pretty fun. We should
I've-
do that.
I've actually made a pretty decent amount of money on Super Bowl bets in the past.
So, who are you guys rooting for?
I'm going with
Eagles.
Eagles since
I'm rooting for Chris Pratt in the Jurassic World 2 trailer.
I am hoping the Eagles win just because I think that,
yeah,
I don't really like the
screw
Patriots.
the Patriots. But this is like a dumb fun fact about me, but I guess not predicted, but I've guessed every single Super Bowl winner since 5th grade, correct?
Oh, damn.
Which is- I'm not sure. It's like 10 years or something.
So what's your guess for this year?
Wait, fifth grade
I'm-
for you? When did you graduate high school?
2015.
So that would be
2008.
that would be actually 11 years, I think.
Yeah.
Oh wait, no, 10,
Wow,
11,
one
or
year
10,
off.
10 or 11 years, I think.
But
It's impressive.
yeah,
What's your
I'm
predictions
going-
for this year?
I'm going Eagles, I guess.
All right. See if like I don't know, 11 or 12 years holds up.
Yeah.
I was gonna say that whatchamacallit,
Nice, good one.
I was gonna say that I was only expecting you to say that you made your predictions after the game played.
Man, there's 2 minutes left in the game. I wonder who's gonna win.
Yeah, Jacob's like, I know this. It's been 15 minutes since they
Yo,
since they
anyone
called the
wanna
final score.
anyone wanna take some bets?
It's the next day.
But the first year I started was it was the Giants versus the Patriots. And the Patriots were undefeated. So I was like, oh man, I should keep doing this. See if I can keep guessing right.
Yeah.
I still love, like, just early celebrations in general. Like, premature stuff. Because I remember, what was it? 19-0 shirts were being made. But then it turned out they had 18-1. Because they lost the Super Bowl.
Connor's in the fucking Discord. You better get back to studying if he's not on the podcast.
Yeah, what a bitch.
I'm honestly a little surprised that it didn't come in like, oh, hey.
Yeah. He's been hyping up the Grammys for so long, and he's like, literally the day after the Grammys or whatever, he's like, nah, I can't record.
Yeah, I can't make it.
Gotta study. Gotta read some books.
What's he studying for anyways?
Probably how to pick up girls. Step 1, go to lessons.
Step 1, chloroform.
Oh boy. I think we could
yeah, I think it's a good time
call
to
this
wrap
an
it up.
episode.
Yeah.
We've had like 2 or 3 awkward silences.
Yeah.
So,
yeah. I've had about 21 years of awkward silences.
Oh shit. It's funny because that's how old he is.
Self-roast.
Alrighty, well thank you for tuning in to episode 13 of the Comically Offensive podcast.
Lucky number 13.
This one wasn't very lucky. We just talked about Jen being pregnant. I mean, it is lucky. Jen got pregnant. She's having a baby now.
Oh my god. Yeah, like it's a miracle. Nobody actually... Whoa.
Hey,
Who
I
did it? Who done
should
it?
we make the pact? Should we make the pact like right now?
What's
to
up?
Where whenever we have kids, we have to raise them on Comically Offensive.
Oh my god, yeah.
I don't want kids. That would be horrible. Yeah, but also I dug myself a little deeper from last episode.
You did.
Just kept going down.
Maybe one day you'll get yourself out of the
Nah, not
out
likely.
of the hole. It just gets worse from here, folks.
Yeah.
So, thank you for tuning in to episode 13 of the Comically Offensive podcast.
Wait a
Second
fucking
time's the
reiterate,
charm.
Jen.
Yeah, tune in next time to
time,
see
yeah.
if Jacob's Super Bowl predictions were correct. And by then, I should have my fancy tea. So, we'll find
Enter
out
baby.
if it's good and
Yeah.
if it does what it's supposed to.
All right. Goodbye,
Bye.
everyone.
All right, bye.
I want to stop recording.